Okay, so we are continuing working on our character. You can see that I've changed material. It's a good practice to change your material and check how your details are behaving with one material and then with another. It will help you decide if your detail is too high or too low, so it's very helpful. Right now I'm just redefining some shapes, trying to make better shape for the skull of the character. And mostly our character will not change that much in terms of his big shapes. We will just be adding little details and stuff like this. We will add skin bumps, wrinkles, and other damages, little damages to his face and his skin. Of course, before any kind of details, we have to have any other parts of the character done well, because it will be really difficult to change some of these things after having tons of the details on the top of it. So first we have to make bigger changes to the surface, like deep wrinkles, some eyebrows, etc. So now you see I'm adding another sculpting layer to have more control over the details. And now I'm just trying to clean up everything before adding more details. Everything should be smooth and should be looking really organic. So now I'm trying to make some details around the lips. And I'm adding some wrinkles exactly on the lips. You see that we don't have really much geometry to do these details really high quality, but I didn't want to subdivide the model because it has 1 million polygons already, so I thought that this will be enough details for these lips. We will also have details from the normal map that we will generate from our diffuse, so we can add extra details after the process of making textures. Now I'm trying to fix these lips a little bit inside. I was trying to make these details with alpha, but you see that the results were very bad, so I decided to not do this. There is just not enough geometry to have this effect. So I've just painted manually without any alpha, specific wrinkle alpha, so it's not bad at all. And the same process with bottom lip. So right now I've decided to make this skin fold a little bit bigger and to make it closer to the eyelid. And some really small wrinkles around the eyes. And of course on the forehead you have to build more visible wrinkles also. And I'm trying to use clay brush to build a little bit up this space between wrinkles. Same thing with the wrinkles on the forehead. I'm trying to make them a little bit more visible. So I've decided that we have enough of wrinkles, and now it's time to add some skin texture to the model. I have some basic alpha that I found in ZBrush Central, and I'm using standard brush with this alpha and trying to put the skin around the head surface. This detail might look heavy, but after the baking it will not be that visible, because we will have also diffuse texture and specular texture, so everything should nicely blend together. And you see I've changed the brush, I've changed the alpha, and I'm putting another wrinkle path on the top of this skin texture. It will break a little bit this skin, and I hope it will create a nice effect. And the same process, we will have to put these wrinkles around the face. You have to be careful to not add too much. You can add also different kind of features on this on the top of the skin, like bumps and this kind of stuff, like zits or something, or even scars. And of course on the forehead we have to redefine these little wrinkles. And you see that I smoothed this skin on the forehead a little bit because it's not that bumpy like on the other parts of the head. And same thing about nose. On the nose, these bumps are very low. Some people do very heavy bumps on the nose, pores and stuff like this, but in this kind of guy, I think pores in this place, and I mean nose, are very little, so it's quite smooth, I think. And we are adding a little bit of wrinkles just next to the eye. And one thing we will be doing here is adding some veins, and the major change will be adding some character to this face, because right now it's a little bit default. Nothing is happening there, so we will make him a little bit mad, a little bit badass. So you will see it pretty soon. So right now you see that this character looks really different. Maybe not that different, but a little bit. He looks really mad, and this is the previous one, and I'm switching between them. The previous version, earlier version, and right now he is looking like a character from Gears of War or something. And of course with different material to check how our details are behaving. And the character will be wearing shirt, so just for the placeholder I've just selected this part of his body and I've extracted this part of the mesh to create some kind of placeholder, like I said. Of course, the main shirt we will be doing in Maya, and it will be fully modeled model. This is just for placeholder purpose. So during the process of making next assets, next part of the character, some things might change, but mostly that's it. Okay, so I've changed one more thing. I have moved the eyes a little bit to the front, and also the forehead a little bit to the back. You can see now I'm switching between the old version and the new version. Like you see, eyes are a little bit more to the front. I think it's right now more realistic. So that's it.